The Actions tab is where you configure actions for your inbound queue. Once we click on the Actions tab, we have two types of actions that ensure a client isn't left unattended for a long period of time without any action on our behalf. Timed actions are actions we configure to execute at a certain time during the call. In default actions, we can set actions for the following preset scenarios: after hours, max queue time, and no logged agents. Let's configure the after hours action. We can choose from hang up, which requires no extra action. We can choose message, voicemail, inbound queue, IVR, or extension. If you decide to include a message, you will need to go to the audio manager. The audio manager is where you'll be able to search for a pre-existing file, upload an audio file, or record a new audio file using the text-to-speech that you want to play for that message. Once you have selected the audio file you want to play, click Save, and it will be linked to the after-hour message. You can also elect to send your caller to an inbound queue extension or IVR that has active agents. If you choose one of these options, you'll need to select the queue, IVR, or extension that you want to transfer the caller to from the dropdown. We can also configure timed actions to execute at a specific time during the call. To create a new timed action, click Add New Timed Action. We need to choose an action from the action dropdown. Can be message, press to callback, after hours callback, max queue time callback, no logged agents callback, press to voicemail, press to inbound queue, press to IVR, press to extension, or offer to call agents in another queue. Let's choose press to callback for this example. Next, we need to configure our target, and we need to select a time in seconds that our caller will have this option. We need to select the number the caller will press to trigger this action. We need to click on the audio manager to select the audio that is going to be played for this press to call function. We can use one that we have pre-configured, upload a new audio file, or create a new audio file using the text-to-speech option in GoContact. Once we have selected the audio, click Save. We can choose to allow this message to be repeated. Options will let us set the number of digits for a phone number to be considered valid. For example, they're requesting a callback, so a valid phone number has 10 digits. We would want to set 10 digits here. We can choose the message that the caller will listen to after they have scheduled their callback. I'm just going to choose a previously configured audio file. If we want to create an email to be sent to the caller, we would do so here. And most importantly, to get a callback, we need to activate that callback here. And we can decide if we want to allow our caller to maintain their place in the queue or not. Once we have configured our options, we click Save Changes. We can add additional timed actions by clicking Add New Timed Actions, or we can delete timed actions by checking the delete box next to the action we want to delete and selecting Delete Timed Action. We'll click Next at the top right of our screen to move on to Agent and ACD Management. Agent and ACD Management is where we're going to assign agents or group to work on this queue and assign the priority of this queue for each agent. To add a user or group, we search for the user under the Add Users to Queue. So in this example, I've searched for Barb. I want to add Barb to my queue. I'm going to click on Add User, and I can add as many agents or users to this queue as I would like, but I need to make sure that I set the priority for each agent. The higher the number here, the higher the priority this queue has over other queues this agent is assigned to. To remove a user from this queue, I click on the user and click Remove Users. I can also remove whole groups by clicking on the group, clicking Select Group, and then removing the users. We'll remove everyone in that training and development group. Now that we have our agents assigned, we'll click Next at the top right of the screen to move to Outcomes.